Yo, YouTubers, I'm breaking the silence. Something flew out of my mouth then. I'm breaking the silence once more. I'm having a drink. Look, that's Apollo 15. Took that photograph. I'm opening a can. Look, Lovell Brewery from Liverpool. Pale Ale. I've just found out, so just checking the news. Breaking a can. Open. I just found out James Lovell from Apollo 13 and Apollo 8 has just passed on. God bless him. I'm just drinking a toast to you, mate. Because one day all you doubters are going to admit you as a wrong, you know what I mean? Because I think James Lovell is pivotal in all of this, right? I just found out now. I just popped up. James Lovell's passed on. You know, he was made famous by the Tom Hanks character in Apollo 13. Well, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm sure Tom Hanks was meant to be James Lovell in the film. I'm not sure, right? But he was lucky enough to do 2 Apollo missions. He was on Apollo 8 and Apollo 13, right? He didn't walk on the moon, right? Why would they lie about it? Why would they say Apollo 14 didn't? Why would you fake not walking on the moon? Why would anyone do that? Why wouldn't they all be a complete success, right? And I'm a bit, honestly, man, I'm a bit like sort of, I don't usually, don't get emotional for people passing on and things like that, but I knew he was going to be next. You know what I mean? But he's pivotal and things will appear, you know what I mean? As each one of them passes on, things will appear on screens or whatever. I don't know. But I'm kind of sad, you know what I mean? Because I thought James Lovell was the real deal. And he didn't walk on the moon, and he never lied about walking on the moon. They had Apollo 13, he had to come back. But they went round the moon. He went round the moon twice, Apollo 8 and Apollo 13. He took some of the most phenomenal photographs. Check out the photographs of the Earth that Apollo 13 took. They're unbelievable. Well, anyway, I'm drinking a toast anyway. I'm saying, because I want you all to know this. I still got to be on the record this. One day in the future, you guys are going to say, alright, Bruce, we were wrong. Even like a friend who's supposed to be close to me, my brother, argues with me they didn't walk on the moon, right? Well, of course, James Lovell didn't walk on the moon, never claimed to. Right? A friend of mine, really? I don't know. I don't think he walked on the moon and the Earth is flat. Yeah, right, alright. Bruce doesn't know nothing, does he? But anyway, I'm taking this. And I've got a song called Apollo. It's made me think. I've got a brilliant song called Apollo, and I wrote it about the astronauts. You know what I mean? It's a song about the moon landings, right? And I never used it because people would criticise me. You know, if I released it and I put it out and say, and with all the, what I'm singing about, people go, "What's the point in writing a song about something that didn't happen?" You know what I mean? I'm like, sod you lot, man. Sod you's, like, you know what I mean? But all I know is, like, it's a really good song, and on my new machine, that's the next mission, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to be working as a tribute to James Lovell. I'm going to put that song out on YouTube. I've got the instrumental version of it without the lyrics. You know, a demo I've already done, but I want to finish it. I want to do it properly with the singing on it and stuff. And I'll do it live. And like I say, my tribute to the astronauts, basically. Apollo, it's called Apollo. It's not about worshipping any gods or anything like that. It's about the Apollo missions, you know. So anyway, man, I want you to see this first, you know. I want you to see this first. I'm drinking a toast on it. Oh, man. God bless James Lovell. I'm sure he'll be, when you think about it, you know, he'll be suspended out there in space because he went round the moon twice. He saw the Earth from space twice. He was in a really privileged position in life, you know. A very privileged man. He was getting on, they're all getting old, they're dropping like flies. Charlie Duke might be next, I don't know, You know what I mean? But what would they? Why would they have? Why would they have to worry about anything when I haven't changed my mind? I'm still an ambassador for the Apollo astronauts. Like I say, one of them wrote to me. He's passed on now. You know, Ed Mitchell. He actually wrote a letter to me. Like I wrote to him first, and he wrote a letter back. So I've got the letter signed and everything. Yeah, and he's on the other side. And well, anyway, I want to drink a toast there. James Lovell, God bless you, man. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for out there after all this business. That's an Apollo 15 photograph, by the way. But I ain't changed my mind. I ain't changed anything. Like, I'll just be, kind of hit me. I see these news feeds on me. I don't watch the news anymore. But get these news feeds on me browser. You know what I mean? Just picture James Lovell comes and James Lovell has passed on. One day they'll eat the words. That's all I'm saying to James Lovell. One day, all the doubters, they'll eat the words and say, "Okay, Bruce, we were wrong." You know what I mean? Because I'm a bit sad about that. Like, but he's getting old. It was to be expected. But he didn't walk on the moon. He never claimed to walk on the moon. He never lied about walking on the moon or nothing like that. Because he didn't walk on the moon. But he went around it twice. But I'm drinking an official toast. Lovely. Nice beer. Liverpool. God bless James Lovell. Well, James Irwin's on the other side as well, like. But God bless James Lovell. He didn't walk on the moon, but he went around the moon twice. And he's just passed on, left our Earth. Wonder what Earth he's going to land in. Who knows? But yeah. R.I.P, mate. God bless you. Bon voyage. I just wanted to say before anyone else, and I completely and utterly respect that man big time, because he was a gent. He's also the dude that read from the Bible while they were going around the moon. Someone tried to sue him because he read from the Bible. Well, he quoted lines from the Holy Bible while they were going around the moon, and some woman tried to sue him for that. Just think about that, how ridiculous that is. But he was saying words, from the Lord's word whilst in orbit around the moon at some point. What an amazing achievement in itself. Reminding us and saying the good earth might not be good for much longer, might it? We might, go into a new one. Who knows, eh? But yeah, God bless you, man. James Lovell. An amazing contribution to human exploration and some great storytelling. Thanks for watching, everyone. Put a comment below saying R.I.P. James Lovell, Apollo 13 and Apollo 8. Space Warriors, man. Space Warriors. My song Apollo. That's the next thing I'm going to start doing on that machine. Trust me, it's a mind blowing song, and I don't care what anyone thinks of it. You know what I mean? She's ready to go. She's ready. James Lovell, God bless you, man.